Good morning, Illini, and happy Friday. I'm Erica Finke.
And I'm Taylor Howard. Welcome to today's show, The Girl
Show!
How do you feel that we're less than a month away being done from school?
Oh my gosh, that's absolutely terrifying. I mean, we got a lot of finals and a lot of projects to do. How about you, Taylor? What do you got?
You know, I have 19 credit hours, so honestly, I'm a little stressed, but you know what? I have a lot of things to look forward to, like spring gym and other things. So
and it's getting nice outside, so you know, we already saw a taste of that, and we'll see more of a taste of that later on the show.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. Well, let's check out what we've got coming up on the show today.
Good morning, Illini. On today's show, we learn about a new way to get your coffee.
And then we welcome in Fighting Illini's men's basketball team managers.
Later, we'll tell you about a U of I alum who broke a Jeopardy record.
So, let's get this started.
Good morning, Illini. Now we're starting off today's show with GMI on campus, where we'll take a look at a few stories that are happening around the Champaign-Urbana area.
For the first story, construction seems to be the theme in Champaign over the past couple weeks. That will continue as the new campus instructional facility will be added to campus.
Oh man.
It will be 122,000 square feet at the southeast corner of Springfield Avenue and Wright Street in Urbana. And the estimated cost of this facility is around $75 million.
Oh my God, that is a lot of money.
I know. And it's a groundbreaking building, and it will happen today at 2 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, but this won't be done until 2021, so after we graduate.
After we graduate. How are you feeling about this construction? I honestly feel like it's been happening since 2016. The campus looks better.
It's been happening since 2015. It's probably been happening the entirety of this campus's being.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm kind of over it. I mean, it's great that there's going to be an instructional facility that will house like engineering courses, like a bunch of different majors courses, but it's just kind of a little bit too much, like Wright Street and Armory. It's just a lot. You can't even get to class right now. So for it to not be done until 2021 is kind of a long time.
Yeah, but I'm expecting everything to be better, and hopefully in 2021 they're done. They need to
I hope so.
quits.
I'll be praying for those students then.
Me too.
But speaking of building, the Illinois volleyball looks to build off their Final Four run and give us a little taste of what's to come in the fall as they have their spring match at home against Purdue on Wednesday. It was another great crowd at Huff Hall. The Illini looked to replace their standout players, Allie and Jordan Poulter. This was a glimpse of what's to come as the Illini hope to make it back to the Final Four. But the Illini will conclude their spring competition as they travel to Peoria to take on Bradley today at 6:30.
You know, I'm really excited for Illini sports, and I personally am very proud of the volleyball team, and I'm excited about the football team as well. So I have a lot of hopes for what's to come for Illini sports.
I agree, and especially with volleyball, like, you know, they've consistently been such a good team since my freshman year. So, I mean, like, for them to grow this much in such a, like, you know, a couple years, I really have high hopes for them next year, and it's really a breath of fresh air with, you know, some of the negative feelings towards our other sports on campus. So it's really great.
Basketball did better. Basketball did a lot better this year, so I'm excited.
I am too, especially for the coming year. So.
Exactly. Well, rolling into our final story, let's take a trip down to downtown Champaign for our annual Eber Fest. It's a film festival that is organized by our very own College of Media. The festival kicked off this past Wednesday and will continue to Saturday at the historic Virginia Theater, and tickets for the individual screenings are still available online or at the door. The movies that will be shown today are Cane River, A Year of the Quiet Sun, Rami and Michelle's High School Reunion. And Saturday, they will air Maya Angelou and Still I Rise, Won't You Be My Neighbor, Almost Famous, and Sideways.
So this is really cool, especially because this is so unique to the Champaign area. I've never been. I kind of want to go because especially, I mean, definitely before I graduate because, Maybe that'll be a senior bucket list.
A senior bucket list.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that's an idea.
But yeah, anyways, I think it's a really great thing, especially for the Champaign community, and makes it really unique.
And I love independent films. So they're so different from the traditional film industry. So I personally, not gonna lie, I might be there Saturday. You might see me there.
For Maya Angelou, huh?
Yes, for Maya Angelou. Yes, I love her.
So exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And if you have any GMI on-campus ideas, shoot us an email at goodmorningillini@illinois.edu. And we're actually going to stick to events happening on campus and around CU and go to the UI7 NewsDesk with Orri Benatar. Orri?
Thanks, Erica. We'll get right into this UI7 update. Politics happening as Betsy Dirksen-Londrigan has announced she is running for Congress. Dirksen-Londrigan was unable to unseat Congressman Rodney Davis for Illinois' 13th district seat in November. The Democratic candidate announced via Twitter on Wednesday her intention to defeat Rodney Davis in the 2020 election. In her tweet, Dirksen-Londrigan pointed out health care as a focused issue for her campaign. The 2020 election takes place on Tuesday, November 3rd, in more than a year. Illinois passed legislation earlier this week to raise the age to legally purchase tobacco products from 18 to 21. Governor J.B. Pritzker signed legislation that raises the legal age to buy cigarettes, e-cigarettes, and other tobacco products from 18 to 21. Illinois is now the 11th state to raise the tobacco age, and Illini students did have some opinion on Tobacco 21.
Cigarettes in younger adults already is kind of low, so I don't know if it really will do much, just because Juuls and other nicotine products are available, and young people definitely do gravitate towards those rather than tobacco products.
I'd say it's probably a good thing. I think smoking is really not the best health-wise for you, and I think just kind of making it at an older age makes it so that they have to be a little more informed, hopefully, about their decisions that they're making, and hopefully that kind of cuts down on the general smoking.
The legislation will take effect on July 1st. Governor Pritzker says that the aim is to reduce tobacco use amongst teens by preventing them from starting earlier. Our final story today is back on campus as sexual assault survivors got a chance to share their stories at a Me Too on Campus event earlier this week at the Women's Resources Center. The event gave survivors of sexual assault a chance to submit their testimonies anonymously. They could read their own story aloud or choose to have someone else share it for them on stage. This was part of Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and Students Against Sexual Assault, the organization, will be co-sponsoring a rally against rape culture. It will be held on the main quad tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be it for me this Friday. Make sure to check out our UI7 90-minute special, State of the Nation and State of the Student. That will be on Thursday, April 25th. But for now, we're going to go back to Taylor and Erica. Guys.
Thanks so much, Orri. Hey, Taylor, did you know that humans aren't the only ones that can sell coffee?
What do you mean? My dog and cat can't do that, so
well,
what are you talking about?
No, of course, girl, but what if I told you that a robot can do it for you?
They'll probably be faster than Starbucks.
Oh.
I'm kidding, but all jokes aside, GMI's very own Mariah Guzman got the inside look of a new coffee shop on campus. Let's take a look.
I'm Erdey. I'm the founder of Yummy Future. Yummy Future is going to promote robotics in food serving industry. We aim to provide a very good service and promote the robotics to serve human in the future society.
When people walk far away, the first thing they will see is a huge white box, and then the curiosity will drive them to come to us, and then they will see a kiosk with an iPad on it. They can order drinks from the iPad. And the process to get a coffee is very quick, less than a minute. Not like traditional cafe, you have to touches that finish payment wait 3 to 4 minutes. It's a whole new experience. Guangzhe involved me in last May. He used a whole week to persuade me to join the team. And after the week, I started to believe that robot can make a change to the human future.
I found my co-founder particularly extraordinary at the insights of both business and technology. I mean, we decided we should start forming a company because we've definitely seen the technology has been matured to a point where it actually can make a huge difference right now. I do have the obligation to make this thing actually work, make this into a formal and very successful business. I think if my company would want to be successful, I would need to enable as many of young people because they are the future, they are the hope, and they are the early adopter for our companies. I think we couldn't be successful if we are running elsewhere.
Insane. I've driven past this.
Wow.
I hope that they can, you know, like maybe make a latte. Do you think they can do that?
I hope so, because I want a latte. I'm tired of going to Starbucks every morning.
Me too. Oh my gosh. And two, I mean, it was a college student that did this. So I mean, I can't expect, you know, make me like a vanilla latte easy on the skim, but you know, still cool nonetheless.
Yes, this was such a creative aspect to the campus community. I can't decipher exactly where it is on campus, but I'm definitely going to check it out.
Oh, no, same. But the Campus Bike Center is hosting Fix a Flat classes every Friday from 11 a.m. to noon from now till May 3rd. GMI's Bradley Zimmerman got a closer look.
Good morning, Illini. I'm at the Illinois Campus Bike Center with Jake, who is going to be teaching me some bicycle repair work. Jake, what are you going to have me do today?
Today we're going to fix a inner tube, punctured inner tube, get aired up and all ready to go.
Alright, let's get this process started.
We've got here our inner tube removed from our tire and our wheel, and it has a small puncture. So the first step beyond what we've already done is now roughing up the tire, the tube rather. So right here, take our piece of sandpaper and you're gonna rough that whole section up really well. So once we've got our abraded area, we're gonna clean it off and get any debris left from the sandpaper. So you spray it with some rubbing alcohol and then you're gonna wipe that clean. There you go. So then you're going to hold that there, and we're going to take our brush of vulcanizing fluid, which is basically just rubber cement, and you're going to take this and we're going to put a thin layer right like that all the way over the area. Now we're going to wait for that to dry, and that's going to be probably 3 to 5 minutes. And we're going to stick it right over the hole, and so you're going to do that. You're going to hold it on, and then with our tire lever, which we used earlier, you're going to lay the tube on the ground, on the table here, and we're going to use this to flatten and smooth it out to make sure it's making a good seal.
Okay.
Yep. And then with your thumbs, you're just going to hold that patch on.
Okay, hold it on like this?
Yep, just like that, and you hold that for about 3 minutes.
Alright.
But that's looking great. Cool. So then we can just air it back up and put it on into your tire and your tube. So that's the whole process. That's a patch. You did it. Good morning, Illini.
Now, this is a really cool service, Taylor, because obviously I can't even, like, you know, fix my tire on my bike, but I also can't even ride a bike, so.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know how to ride a bike because every time I ride a bike, I end up falling off and I hurt myself. So, yeah,
that should
so that's
be on
great.
your senior bucket list as well. We're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. The Campus Bike Center is located on 608 East Pennsylvania Avenue, and they are open on weekdays for general bike repairs, and their number is on the screen.
And this week was a great time to ride your bike and do other outdoor activities. It's been absolutely beautiful, Taylor.
Beautiful. And this whole week, it's just been amazing. And it's actually felt like spring with the temperatures hovering around mid-60s, low 70s.
Oh, that's so great. It's been so great to see everyone out on campus, you know, like actually walking to class, not having to take the bus, you know, out on the quad and whatnot.
And I wasn't here for Mom's Weekend, but I heard it was absolutely beautiful. The weather was nice. Everybody was out and enjoyed the atmosphere with their moms.
Yeah, it was so great. I mean, like, everyone was outside. Everyone was wearing T-shirts and shorts, and I've been wearing, like, skirts and dresses to class just because I feel like it's more acceptable than wearing, like, shorts, because I feel like it's still too soon.
Yeah, it's
way
too soon.
But I really hope that the weather continues to heat up as it's been.
Yes, same, but the temperatures are going to drop. Let's take it outdoors with our weatherman, Jared. How is it outside, Jared?
Thanks, guys, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A quick little fun fact, actually. The first time that I showed up and appeared in my first bit for GMI, it actually was for the weather, so it's really nice to get back to my roots, but that's completely besides the point. Let's take a look at today's forecast. It's going to be about 43 degrees right now, but it feels like it's 35 due to the wind chill. So I would recommend probably wearing pants, holding off on those spring clothes just a little bit longer. Maybe wear a long sleeve and a jacket. I certainly did it, so I am a little extra cold right now. But if we take a look at what the weather is going to be looking at tonight, it is going to be feeling 36 with the AccuWeather real feel of 33 degrees. For those of you who are into astronomy, it's going to be a waxing gibbous moon tonight, so you get to go ahead and enjoy that as well. And for those of you who are going outside, of course, bundle up. It's going to feel like it's freezing. I can't really stress that enough. Don't worry though, we will be right back with the rest of the weekend weather forecast. For now, I'll send it back into the studio with Taylor and Erica.
Up next, even though our basketball team didn't win a trophy, that doesn't mean their managers can't. Some of us joined them live in the studio to talk about the hardware they brought back home.
Then we'll tell you what's happening with a U of I alum, James Holhauser, and what he did on Jeopardy!
Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Because of you, I feel not alone in this world. And you let me know that it only takes one person to make you feel wanted.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home and allergic to catnip.
Because of you, I feel not alone in this world. And you let me know that it only takes one person to make you feel wanted.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Oh, Dapper Leon. I almost like every day he'll have a vest or a jacket.
She sees me at my best.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Time to be a dad today.
Welcome back. Here in the studio today, we have two of the Illini men's basketball team's managers. They are sitting down with Taylor as they are coming off winning the 2019 Manager Games National Championship. Taylor.
Thanks, Erica. We are here with Josh and Robbie. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Okay, can you just tell me a little bit about this fan vote? You guys had to get a fan vote on Twitter. Can we just talk about that really quickly?
Yeah, so we play manager games against the night before against the opposing team's managers, and we'll play all year. You have to play 5 games to be kind of eligible for the fan vote, and it's similar to the NCAA tournament where there's there's 64 teams, and the first 3 rounds will be decided by Twitter polls. So if you win the first 3 rounds of Twitter polls, then you're invited. Final 8 teams are invited to the Final 4. This year was in Minneapolis, and then you play 3 games to win the national championship, win the trophy.
Hey, so how does it feel to be champions? Like, how does that feel?
It feels good.
Feels amazing,
We took pride in it all year that we thought we were the best manager team. So yeah, it was nice to come away with the trophy.
Now, I know winning this wasn't easy, but what did you first need help of the fans to get you to Minneapolis? So can you just talk about the support that you guys had from the community?
Yeah, I mean, the first couple of rounds we got the #1 seed overall to start with, so we were talking a big game, so we were hoping we got a chance to play for it. But no, we have a really good following for our managers, and we're thankful for that. Everyone's supporting us. We wouldn't have been there without all our fans voting, and we thank our players too. They tweeted out for us, so it's a blessing we got to go play.
We actually started a GoFundMe to kind of raise money to help us with all the expenses to go there, and we raised our goal at $2,000 in less than 24 hours. So yeah, it was really cool.
Awesome. In your first game against Michigan, you guys put in the fight in the Fighting Illini. As we take a look at the final possession, what was it like going through your mind, like through this play?
Yeah, so we were down 15 for most of the game, and then we ended up making a comeback late in the second half, and then we made 2 free throws with like 3 or 4 seconds left, and to go up 1. And so that play, they had a lot of size, so we thought they were going to try to get something to the basket, and I think I ended up switching onto the guard who got the ball, and I just tried to put a hand in his face and just contest it, and I thought it was going in. It looked like from my angle that he was going to bank it in, so I was praying that it wasn't going to go in, and it didn't. So.
Yeah, that was our first time actually down that much all season. So I was on the bench. I look over to my teammate Blake Woodard, and I was like, we might actually lose this game. And we drove 7 hours there, so I was going to be really mad if we lost the first game. But this guy made some free throws at the end of the game, and we got to stop, so pulled out the W.
So after the win, how did it feel to get a shout out from one of the Flying Illini?
That was the coolest part. I don't even care about the trophy. Getting a shout out from him was really cool. Just to know that he kind of recognized us, that we were able to kind of revenge their loss in 1985 was cool.
And how was the experience in Minneapolis and being a manager for such a historic program?
It was an amazing experience, just going with all our guys and hanging out. We had 2 hotel rooms, so we got to hang out, go out, and we went to the dunk contest and the 3-point contest, and they also had a 3-on-3 tournament for all the conferences play against each other. So we got to talk to a bunch of coaches and players, so it was a really cool experience.
See, it seems to be a reoccurring theme that you guys keep saying, that the bond of the managers on your team is very inseparable. Can you just talk about the dynamic of just being with the other managers?
Yeah, we're a close group. I think there's multiple different groups that are roommates. So we're close off the court too, and we're obviously around each other all day, being managers, working for the team. So we're definitely all really good friends.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations once again. Maybe you guys will put me on the team next year?
Maybe.
You're like, no. Okay, well, we're going to kick it back to Erica. Erica?
Congrats to you guys again. And speaking of success, one U of I alum broke Jeopardy's record for the amount of games won in one day with $110,914. That was a mouthful. That's a mouthful. So I'm going to tell you what's happening with James Holzhauser. So this is absolutely insane that he won so much money. I mean, if he would like to fund me somehow in college, that's a lot of money. I will drop my Venmo in the comments. I will not actually, that's a joke, but not really funny. But yeah, this is awesome for him.
Yes, and James graduated as a mathematics major, but claims his real major was online poker. He is a professional sports bettor and is currently on a 5-day winning streak on Jeopardy!
This is insane, but today, Taylor and I are going to test out our knowledge and answer some of his questions that he got right and ultimately led him to break the record. So let's see how we do. So,
I'm gonna beat you.
Taylor, oh, you probably will. So Taylor, the first question is, the venomous stonefish has a blade called a, lacrimal saber that pops out from a bone under this body part.
That's an interesting question. What is a leg or an arm?
Nope. What is an eye?
Oh, gosh. I didn't even understand the question to answer it. Okay, so it's your turn, Erica. Nicknamed Sadie Lou, the New York college dropped the woods for women from its name in 1947.
Oh, my gosh. What is Cornell? Oh.
Not quite.
Oh.
What is Sarah Lawrence?
Oh, I would not have guessed that. I've never heard of that university. So, next question, Taylor. The rulers of this empire includes Darius the First and his son Xerxes the First.
I don't know. Russia? I don't know.
Nope. What is Persia? Okay. So, yeah.
So we did absolutely terrible.
Yeah, we're like 0 for 4 anyway. So
yeah, this
yikes.
Is so annoying. Okay, but one more. In 1904, Oklahoma police John Burnett killed Ed O'Kelly, who had killed Robert Ford, who had killed this outlaw.
Oh my God, that's a lot of killing.
Yeah, that is.
What is I'm just gonna say his name's John Smith because that's an easy name to guess.
Nope.
Who is Jesse James? What? Okay, well, there is clearly no way that I or Taylor can be on Jeopardy, but James has what it takes since high school. In high school, he was a member of the Worldwide Youth in Science and Engineering team at Naperville North High School.
Not to mention where his team won the state competition at U of I, where he placed first in physics. That physics knowledge definitely came in handy for the big money prize.
No kidding. Talk about big money, stressing on the big.
I know. Literally. Well, that's enough for us. Let's find out what this weekend's forecast will be. We'll send it right back outside to Jared and hopefully with some better news. Jared.
Well, guys, it's a good thing that you guys didn't ask me any of those questions because I wouldn't have been able to answer any of them. However, what I would have been able to answer is what is this weekend's weather forecast like. So, let's roll the graphic and take a look. Friday, it should be about a high of 56 and it's going to be really sunny out. And it will get down to as low as 36. That is the forecast for today, of course. Tomorrow, it's going to be a little cloudy, but just slightly warmer at 58 degrees and a low of 38. Sunday, it's going to get a little bit rainy out, so you might have to cancel your Sunday activities if you planned on going outside. It'll be a high of 46 and a low of 31 as well. So it's going to be a little bit chilly, but overall, it's a pretty decent weekend outside of that Sunday. So that is your weekend weather forecast. Let's send it back into the studio with our producer, Roger Blanco. Roger?
Well, that does it for our show today, but I mean, definitely it's been kind of a crazy morning. We had some technical difficulties, but you know, still a great show. What do you think?
Yes, it was awesome. It was the girl show.
The girl show.
As we keep saying. But no, it was a great show. I learned a lot about the men's basketball team managers. I learned about construction.
I learned a lot about trivia. Yeah. Yes. Learned a lot about trivia because clearly, I mean, we didn't know the answers to any of that.
Anything.
So, I mean, I guess you learn something every day.
Yeah, and I'm usually good at games like that. That's maybe it's because we couldn't pronounce half the words. So
I don't even think I understood the questions.
I didn't either to even answer the questions. But you know what? I'm looking forward to this weekend. You know, I'm going to prepare myself for those finals with that 19 credit hours. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's Friday.
No,
Friday.
literally.
Gotta get down on Friday.
I don't know the rest of the words. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, you can keep with us on our social media. You can like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
But as always, make it a great day and
good morning, Illini!